ourselves if we don't change. It will not be eliminated by others in the market, but it will be eliminated by ourselves if we stay in our own comfort zone. So since Riway always say, come out of our comfort zone, then we have to make sure we come out of our comfort zone. So this decision was made because we want to improve on our tools. So we study the market, we realize that, like what James mentioned earlier, when we have a little too many of the same thing, it loses its power. It loses the strength that it's supposed to bring. For example, when the person sees the stage for the first time, no matter how small it is, they appreciate it. They want to be on that stage because it's the first time ever in their life that they are ever being invited into a stage and being recognized. You know the power of that? But 15 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 18 years down the road, if you are that long in Riway, if every 3 months, even if the stage gets bigger and bigger and bigger until 100 meters, the kind of strength, power that you can get from a very big stage will lose to the first stage that you ever went to. Am I right? Right. Because that's the one that you went up when you have nothing. And when over the years you have accumulated it, it becomes a norm. And it is not anybody's fault because it is human nature. When things are too easily gotten, it becomes a norm. I give an example. Do you know that some parents or some mother, maybe you yourself is one of them, you make the effort to go to a market to buy fresh ingredients to cook for your family. You make sure your family eat healthy food, you make sure they stay healthy, and after your work, after you're so tired, you still bother to go and buy ingredients and went back home earlier for forfeit your own free time to cook up a nice dinner for your family. But yet, when your kids or when your partner comes back from work, before you say, hey, let's eat dinner, they go into the room and they slam the door. Without giving you any warning, they say, I'm not eating. Will you feel hurt?
Yes.
You will. But can you blame them? No. Because why? Because they have been eating that for 15 years, 20 years. And they assume that it is the job of the mother to cook for the family. Am I right? And even if they don't assume it's the job of the mother to cook for the family, but they have been eating the same fish, the same vegetable with a little bit of tube here and there for 18 years, they want to eat other things. They want to taste burgers or etc. Because the mother will cook for them every day. They start to don't see the value of the dinner. They start to don't see that a lot of people need to eat outside food every day. It's because in their environment, it's like that. So, when will the mother dinner become popular again if the mother stop cooking? Am I right? It is supposed to be with good intention, this dinner, but because of human behavior, such a good intention can, I won't say be mistaken, can turn out to be something that is of no value. So, when will the dinner be appreciated? When the mother stop cooking. And the family doesn't know when the mother will start cooking. Am I right? Yeah. The kids will not know when the mother will cook the next dinner. The husband will not know when the mother will cook the next dinner. So, when the mother decides to cook the next dinner, do you think they will come and eat?
Yes.
They will maybe even take leave on that day to sit there since the morning to wait for their dinner. Something that they used to slam the door and refuse to eat because they think, why you cook the same again? This fish is too salty. Why like this? Why like that? Everything also have to complain. Next time the mother cook, they will sure sit there because it is not something that they will get every day. Then the dinner will have value again. Am I right?
Yes.
Which means sometimes good things doesn't have the value anymore is because it has become too predictable. Or people has predicted or foresee it is going to be like that. And it will be like that. They already know the answer before it has happened. So they start to become bigger than the situation, and they start to decide for themselves whether this situation they are needed there or not. For example, our recognition night, our leadership training seminar. From the videos we have seen, Mr. Lim say, no matter what, he will make sure he do whatever he can to hold events. But because every 3 months we have one recognition night, Diamond Star, you may even know what what songs the live band is going to sing. You may have already know what is our MC script, because every 3 months it happens once. Okay, after this, I can go toilet because it will be the live band 2 song. After 3 star, I can go toilet because there will be a video. After this, I can go toilet because this video will have a special speaker. One regional is like that, a special speaker. Yeah. Sometimes because how we recognize is standard like that, you know. It's already like that, it's fixed. No matter how you change, you can only change a little bit. So when you have seen it for 4 times a year, and for the past 5 years, you already can predict what is the event going to be like. Or when you go to a training seminar, you heard the topic 5 times in 5 different seminars. If another speaker is going on stage for the next one with the same topic, you already predict what is the topic going to be like. So when you become very predictable, you lose the value. Which is why events that should have given a lot of strength, people choose not to come because they already predict what will happen on that day. Then they will say, okay, never mind, I can miss this one because I already know what is the sequence like. I already know what is the rundown like. This round I'm not free because it's what reason. I will go to the next one. So when a person can predict before it happens, that's when we should think about it. Should we continue to do something that is predictable? Because to us, it is not about cutting costs or making our job easier. No, it's about if whatever Relay tools or event does, and it can no longer, because it is so predictable, it can no longer give the strength that leaders are supposed to get, then we have to change. The change is not because we change our positioning. The change is because we want to stick on to our original intention. That's why we need to change. Just like in one of the video, one of Mr. Lim's speech, he said, his role is to make sure people who know about Relay, it may not be possible to everyone, but he will try his very best to make sure Relay people succeed. This is the day one intention, and 18 years later, this is still our intention. And it is precisely of this intention, that's why we need to make some changes. Because if we still live in our comfort zone and think that we are so good in doing events, we should continue to do events when we know that it is no longer as effective as what it used to be, then we have to make sure our events are unpredictable.
Yeah.
Agree? We have to make sure you do not know after May when is the next one. At least for May, you will make sure you grab the most of it. We have to let you unable to predict what is the training department going to do next.
Wow.
We have to make you unable to predict what is the next ever, if we have a recognition night, how is it going to be like? It's not going to be the same like what you see just now. We have to make sure it is something that will excite you, something that you never imagined. Then the spark will come back.
Wow.
So this is 2026.
They break.
What Relay is going to do. Or just to fulfill one objective. We hope through whatever Relay does, we can help Relay people to be more successful with the tools, the event that we come up with. So I hope from all whatever the leaders shared earlier, all this intention, I hope you can believe Relay intention has never shifted since day one. In February, I was in Philippines talking about a leadership training seminar topic calling, the topic is called Succeeding Long-Term in Relay. This topic has actually helped me a lot. As a speaker, I went to research the topic. I realized that for our staff, for our leaders, truly, things change when the person positioning change. I will not go into the detail of the topic, but before the topic and after the topic, I really sincerely 100% feel it. As long as a person positioning change a little bit, the mindset and action will follow the position to change. And once the mindset and mentality changes just a little bit because of the positioning changes, the result will confirm change. There is no way, it is against human law of nature that if a person positioning change, the result will be good. No. So to succeed in Wee long term, you have to stick to your original position. Just now, Jude mentioned about the positive environment that Wee has. Yes, Wee is an environment that always encourages. You know, sometimes you give an OPP, you give a speech that you want to beat yourself up because, wow, what a lousy speech, but you go back, leaders will say, good. So sometimes you get motivated, you dare to speak a second time because people encourage you. Yes, this is the environment that we created. But always remember, a sword is sharp, but a sword can help you to cut a tree. It can also hurt you. You must make use of a sword to help you cut a tree and not hurt you. So this type of positive environment, sometimes if your positioning change, you will mistaken as you are really that good. You start to think that whatever you have gotten is because you are good. Because every day you hear praises. Every day you hear tea up. When you're recognized, you have nice videos of you. When you're recognized, you come out from hydraulic. So you are in the environment where people always say, you are good. Until a time you really think you are very good. So it's not that you are not good, but it's whenever we have an environment that actually tells us that we are good, we must make sure we don't believe it. We can be motivated by it, but we do not be led by it and thought that we are that good. Because when we think that we are that good, we start to lose our positioning. Am I right? Because if a person thinks that they are bigger than anything, they are bigger than their organization, they are bigger than anybody else, because they are always being praised. Suddenly, whatever problem, whatever situation that comes to them, they will start to blame. Everything will be the downline problem. Everything will be the company problem. Anything that happened, if it happened 10 years ago, they won't blame the company, they won't blame the downline, because at that time they had nothing. But 10 years later, if a small thing happened, they say, why company never settle? Why is not a company job to settle? Why my downline like that? It's not I don't want to work with the downline, it's my downline problem. You see? That's when your positioning change, your mentality and mindset and the things you say all change, and your result will change. Because if you have the mentality in your group, how you treat your real business in that way, the ending result will not be in real way for long term successfully. So no matter the next leadership training seminar after May, how will it be? Will there be another recognition night until we come up with something that is unpredictable? Trust us. Whatever thing that we are going to engage in, whatever thing that we are going to introduce in, we have only one objective, is to make sure we create the best tools for you, Reway distributors, to use it.